I think it's been a positive transfer window. He done his business early, Gordon, and the key thing for me was he kept the big players, because I'm sure there would have been a lot of teams sniffing round about. Kent, Morelos, Aribo, Kamara, Barisic. They 5 players that I've just mentioned are big players for Rangers. So I think it's been a real positive window for them in terms of hitting. I don't think it's quite worked for them. I'm sure the managers looked at it and think to himself, well, I've kept Morelos, I've got Kemar Roof, I've got Sakala, and then obviously the fourth one's Defoe's backup. I know Defoe's getting on a wee bit, but I think in terms of Rangers, what they've done is what will help them. This group of players have been together now a long time. And the flip side of that, Celtic have brought in, is it 12 players?
Yeah.
It takes time for people to get used to the surroundings and get used to the way that their new manager's playing. So I think Rangers are in the driving seat in terms of the transfer window.
It struck me, Mark, as an amazing transfer window for Rangers, that they're able financially to keep that squad together without a big sale.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only sell, Paul, Rob, if you think that you're getting what your player's worth. You know, if you value somebody at 10 million quid and your best offer's 4 or something, there's no way you're going to sell. So when I thought this would have been the window that Alfredo Morelos was gone. I really did think that, particularly when there was no Champions League as an asset to cash in, and also for him as well. I think maybe not being able to play with Rangers in the Champions League, might have thought, right, okay, I'll go and look to go. But you know, Steven Gerrard will be absolutely thrilled to have kept the squad intact of that. There's no doubt. Yeah, Katic has gone, Eaton's gone, George Edmondson, kind of guys like that, but they're guys that you could probably say are disposable. And to have kept the main ones there, and to have won on Sunday under the circumstances of what Rangers faced, the 2 or 3 days building up to it, it's been a good week for Steven Gerrard and his club.
Yeah, I think they've looked at it. I get every season's important, but this season it's no 100% concrete. But whoever wins the league goes straight in to the Champions League, which is what, £40 million roughly, round about. So I think Rangers have looked at that and thought to themselves, unless we get a price for somebody that we think's acceptable, if we don't get it, we're no selling. If we get it, we may consider it. But I think Rangers are looking at the bigger picture and think if we keep this squad together. They've added at the start of pre-season Lundstrom, Sakala, etc. I think they're going for it this year to try and make sure they get straight into that Champions League.
So do you think that's a statement of intent from Rangers about what lies ahead this season and the big prize at the end of it?
Yep, the big prize is £40 million straight into the Champions League. That's where a club like Rangers should be striving to get to. Disappointing this year against Malmo. And on the hand to get into Europa group stages, Rob, that's £10 million. And if you take into consideration the 3 home games, you've put another £5 million on top of that. So they're still getting £15 million, not the dizzy heights of the Champions League money, but I think they've looked at it and thought to themselves, if we keep this squad together, they believe that they've got a strong enough squad, and so they are as well, to retain the league title.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.